Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be sharing with you guys how to properly draft out a bustier with a front zipper. Okay, so this is a quick one. If this is something you're interested in, please keep on watching and let's get started. So for this tutorial, you'll be needing the following items. You'll be needing your pattern paper. You can as well draft this directly on your fabric. You'll be needing your ruler, your curve rule, your tape, scissors, marker or pencil. Okay, so first thing first, this pattern paper is already folded. Okay, if you are making use of your fabric, it is the same method. Okay, so this is my zip allowance. So we'll be drafting out the front bodies first. So the first thing I'll be doing is to draft out the shoulder line. So I just came down by ½ inches. So you'll be wondering how I folded this pattern paper. This pattern paper is folded using the biggest part of my body measurement, which is my bust, and I added about 4 inches extra allowance to it. Okay, so that was what I did here, and now I just mark my bust point 10 inches under bust 13, and then the half length or waist is 16 inches, but I'm using 15 because I'll be adding a peplum to this dress. So I'll go ahead and connect all the lines together this way. So guys, I hope I am not too fast. Okay, so just use the biggest part of your body measurement to cut out the paper. Ensure you add around 4 inches to it. Okay, because we'll be making use of the allowances. Moreover, it's better to have excess than have shortage. So I just went ahead to draw out all the lines, and I will label it for better understanding. So this is the shoulder line, this is the bust line, this is the under bust, and this is the half length. Okay, so after doing this, the next thing you'll be doing is to mark out your shoulder. My shoulder is 14 inches. Dividing that by 2 will give me 7 inches. So I'll mark out 7 inches on the shoulder line. So just place your tape around your shoulder and measure it. So after doing that, the next one we'll do is to create the neckline. So I took 3 inches for the neck width. Okay, so I took 3 inches for the neck width, and for the neck depth I'll also take 3 inches. Now note that this is not a standard measurement. Okay, your neckline depends on the type of fabric your style you are making. Okay, it depends on the style that you are making. So I just connected it this way, and then the next thing I'll be doing is on that shoulder line I'll be coming down by 1 inch and connect it to the neck width this way. Okay, so you should have something like this. So you come down by 1 inch because our shoulder is not straight, and from that shoulder line you measure your armhole. Okay, I'll be leaving the formula for this on the screen. So you measure your armhole like this, and then you draw out your line this way. Okay, after measuring your armhole, so I'll place the ruler this way and connect it this way as well. So I'll be leaving the formulas for this on the screen. Okay, so now next thing I'll do is to measure this armhole. Okay, so I have 7.5, and then I'll divide that by 2, and I'll mark the midpoint of it this way, and then on that midpoint I'll go in by ½ inch this way. Okay, so now I'll come to the, so this is automatically the chest line, guys. This is now the chest line. So I'll come to the chest line. Don't forget that all our measurements will be taken from that zipper line. So I marked my bust circumference measurement on the chest line. okay, which is 9 inches, and then I'll connect all the dots together. So just watch what I am doing if you don't understand. Okay, I think seeing it will make you understand. So do not forget that I'll be leaving the formulas on the screen. Okay, so anyone you don't understand, just wait, you'll see it on the screen. Okay, so after doing this is what you should have. So now I'll put my my nipple to nipple measurement, which is also known as the bust span. In my own case it is 7. Dividing that by 2 is 3.5, but I'll be marking 4 inches. Half inch will be for the sewing allowance. Okay, so I just marked it from the bust line down to the half length, okay, this way, and I connected it, as you can see. So now on the under bust, guys, what I'll be doing now is from the under bust I'll take 2 inches and I'll take 2 inches on the half length. Now this 2 inches is not standard, it depends on your bust size again. So I'll leave it on the screen for you to see, okay, the bust sizes, okay, and the figure to use. So what I'll do now is come down by 1 inches from my bust line. I just did that, and then I'll connect it to that 2 inches that I took on my under bust this way. So come down by 1 inches. That 1 inches is to eliminate any pointiness around your bust area. I hope that is clear. So on that same bust line, I'll just go up again by 1 inch. This is also to get rid of any bulginess around the bust area. So you come down by 1 inch on your bust line and go up by 1 inch on your bust line. I hope that is clear, guys. And then you measure this your armhole. See what I'm doing, just watch what I'm doing. I just measured my armhole, okay, and I have 9 point something, and I'll divide that by 2. Okay, then I'll place my tape back this way and mark the midpoints, or rather mark what I got, and then I'll connect this to meet my bust line, the bust line. So just watch how I am connecting this. If you do not have a curve rule, it's fine, you can make use of your free hand, you just have to be careful. Okay, so I just connected it this way, and this is what it is looking like. You can see that our cup is already formed. Okay, so this is what you should have when you are done with yours. And then on this part you see me touching, I'll go up by ½ inch and down by 1 inch. So now I am going up by half of an inch, ½ inch this way, and I came down by 1 inch. I hope that is clear. This half and this 1. So I'll connect it now to the 1 inch that I went up with on my bust line this way. So this is the 1 inch, while the other one is the ½ inch. So can you see what I have? So that when I place my ruler like this, you realize that it is no longer the same. So one is longer than the other. So what we'll do now is to extend this one out. So I'll extend it by 1 inch. So I'm going out by 1 inch this way. Okay, and then I'll connect it straight up like this, and then I'll connect this into the armhole. If you do not do this, you will notice that you have shortage when you are sewing, and we do not want that. Okay, so I just connected it like this here, and this is what I have. Can you see? So we are almost done with this, or basically we are done. So the next thing I will be doing now is to place my measurement. So I already have my bust span here, so I'll just add 2 inches for my sewing allowance, and then I'll come to the under bust, mark my under bust, and then I'll add 2 inches and I'll replace the 2 inches we took. Okay, because when we cut this we'll be having shortage if we do not replace it. So you go ahead and replace it. So I came to my half length, I did the same, that is my waist, mark my waist circumference, replace the 2 inches, and then I added 2 inches for my sewing allowance. After doing that, go ahead and connect it this way. Okay, so this is what I have after I was done connecting it. Can you see? So basically this is all for the front bodies. It is just so simple. I'll be leaving all the what is it called, sorry. So I just added half inch around the shoulder. Okay, so I added all my stitching allowance on this pattern paper, so that when I'm cutting on the fabric, I'll just cut without adding any stitching allowance. I hope you understand. You can as well leave it and cut out your own and put your own stitching allowance when cutting on your fabric. It depends on what you want. Okay, so now wide and cut. So as I was saying, we are done with the front bodies. It's not hard. I'll be leaving the formulas on the screen for you to see, for the beginners to see. Okay, so now I'm cutting this out. So just watch closely how I cut it out, just so that you don't make mistake when cutting yours. Okay, so now I'll cut this other part out. So just watch what I am doing. Okay, and now I'll cut out the half inch that I added around the shoulder area. So this is what we have if we open it up. So because this is the front bodies and the zip is in the front, I will separate it this way. So you should have two pieces for the front and then your sides. Okay, so moving on to the back pattern, I have already placed my pattern paper. I have my shoulder line, bust line, under bust and waistline, just as I did for the front bodies. Just this one, there's no need for zipper. Okay, so I'll come to the shoulder and place the same shoulder measurement of 7 inches, and then my neck width of 3 inches. It has to be the same with that of the front, your neck width. Okay, and then for the neck depth for the back, I'll be using 2 inches for the neck depth. Okay, for the back. Like I said, it is not standard. Okay, it depends on the style you are making. So I'll connect it to like this, and then I'll come to the shoulder, come down by 1 inch, just the way I did for the front bodies, and connect it to the neck width this way. Okay, so after doing that, now we'll place it and mark our armhole. So the formula for finding out your armhole is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. Okay, so I just marked it, and then I'll connect it with my ruler again this way. Just connect it like this, and then the next thing we will be doing after connecting like this, so I'll measure what I have here and just mark the midpoint. So we'll not be going in by ½ inch on the armhole for the back. Okay, so we will not be going in by half. So I just marked my bust circumference on my chest line, and I just connected it like this. Just simple as that. Okay, so this is what the front back armhole should look like. And then I'm marking my bust span on my bust line, under bust and on the waist, and I'll connect it together this way. So this bust span, I'll be extending it to the chest line, and in order for me to extend it to the chest line, I'll have to draw out the chest line to this other side as well for better understanding. And I just drew that, and I just extended the line. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to create my back dart. So there are two methods for this. So the first one is to, on your waistline, that is the half length, you take ½ inches on both sides like this and connect it to the chest line using your ruler or your freehand this way. So this is one way to create your back dart, and this one I'll be using, but there's another way just in case you want yours to look like the front a bit. What you do is you measure your armhole, you measure what you have on your armhole like this. Okay, then you divide it by 2, mark the midpoint like this, and then after marking the midpoint, you now connect it to the bust line just the way we did for the front piece. So you connect it to the bust line, not to the chest line but to the bust line. So I'll just use my pen to do that, just so that we don't have so many lines on the pattern paper. So I just drew that using my pen. Can you see what I have? And then for the back piece, there's no need to go up by half and come down by 1 inch. Just go up like this, just extend the armhole by 0.75 inch, then connect it to your armholes just so that you don't have shortage. And that's basically it for the back piece. Okay, so now I'll put my body measurement. Okay, and I added my 2 inches sewing allowance. So on the waist, I placed the waist that I took, that is half, making 1 inch, and I placed it like this, and I just connected it. So that's all for the drafting. So just go ahead and I'll cut it out. So this is it for my back bodies. Okay, I told you I'll be using this other dart, the first dart. That's why it is looking like that. So these are pattern paper, and stay tuned guys, I'll be showing you how to pad this in my next video. Till I see you in my next one. Bye for now.